excitement that happens at AKLF and thereafter. So we remain proud of being the pioneering books, the literary festival of the city, and we also are very, very proud of the fact that it originates from the Oxford Bookstore. I mean, Oxford Bookstore in Kolkata is. I'd like to just sort of celebrate the fact that this is going to be the 17th edition of the festival, and we are, as always, when the planning and the curation starts, we're always looking for what is it that is remaining very relevant, top of the mind, what are people wanting to talk about, what are they reading, who are the up and coming authors, who are the established authors who've got new books out. So there's always an attempt to stay very, very connected with the world of books, the world of ideas and writing, and we hope that we've been able to do that for you in 2026 as well, in January. We've got subjects which everybody at the moment is, if you look even at the pages of newspapers, you'll see, or of course nobody looks at newspapers anymore, but if you look at your screens and your phones, you'll see wellness is a very thriving area. Food, health, awareness of wellness inside and out. History is coming up for constant re-looking, revisiting. The area of mythology remains popular. People are reinventing it, going back to it, looking at it in different ways. So these are all exciting areas. Gender is an area that suddenly exploded. People have realized that there's nothing as simple as an ordinary binary that there used to be years ago. So there are lots and lots of questions and debates and discussions around the issue of gender and empowerment. So these are some of the areas which we're trying to explore, and we're also looking at media and leadership, management. These are also areas that we have focused on this year particularly.
Is that my aim? Yes.
Okay.
I'm a very, very proud Indian. I'm a very, very proud Hindu. I've said this also very often, even when it was not fashionable to say so. Okay, so I think the first time I was invited to Jaipur Lit Fest, that was 2012. I had said it on stage at that time also. I'm a very, very proud Hindu. I'm a very, very proud Indian. For me, every single Indian is one of us, regardless of your religion, community, language. We must not have internal divisions. But am I going to have the arrogance to say that I am making a difference to this? No, man. I'm making a very small contribution.
But you're one of the topmost authors in the country.
No matter how big you are, because actually it is the beauty of our culture. I'm telling you, my confidence comes from the way our people are, not the way our elite is. Many of these, public square, this nonsensical discussions, more a TV debate, Twitter, our elite, where, because I guess there are power struggles hidden behind ideological things. But our people, there are more than enough examples of this. You go to Venkateswara temple in the south, there are Muslims who come and pray there. And you can Google, you can find images of Muslim women in burqas coming and praying out there. Haji Ali Dargah in Mumbai, there are Hindus who come and pray there. Among the things that you realize only when you live abroad, I traveled a great deal. The only time I lived abroad was recently in the UK. I lived for 4.5 years out there. Only when you actually live abroad do you realize how peaceful our society is. Per capita violence is so low. Total numbers sound huge because we are 1.4 billion people. Right? Total numbers will sound huge on anything. We have the highest number of graduates, highest number of uneducated people also. We have 1.4 billion people. To judge a society like this, you have to look at data on a per capita basis. Per capita basis, our violence is very low. And this is not because of an efficient police or a judicial system. We all know how inefficient they are. It's because our people themselves are actually not that violent on average. I lived for 46 years, and think of our own individual experience of life. I lived in India for 46 years. Cheating hota hai yahan pe. Lots of cheating. That happens. Okay, that's a part of India. But I have never myself seen, and I'm sure many people can say, actual physical violence with a knife coming out or something. I've never seen. And many of us may actually have not. I lived in Mayfair in London for 4.5 years, among the toniest areas in the world. I saw muggings twice, and once on Curzon Road, where a car suddenly just came. Some guys pulled their mask down. That what is that? It's the thing with which you raise the car. Yeah, how can I forget that? The
17th edition. And I hope most of you, if not all of you, have been to our campus, the Alipur Museum. I mean, as visitors. But those of you who haven't been, it's the newest major cultural institution in the city. It used to be, up to 1947, the Alipur Central Jail, the largest colonial prison. And then it became known as the Alipur Correctional Home, Central Correctional Home. In the post-colonial period, it was a functioning prison till 2019. But then, something interesting happened, that it was turned into a museum on the freedom movement, showcasing the achievements and the sacrifices of those very same people who were incarcerated there, hanged there, and so on. So it's a space replete with history, but it has, of late, the management of the Alipur Museum, and I am so very grateful to them for doing that, they have been trying to reimagine the space not only as a history museum, but also as a space for conversations. So in the last couple of years, we have started doing exhibitions, art exhibitions, of the kind that generate different kinds of conversations.